Hello friends, welcome back. So this is going to be September. Bitcoiners born in September. This is your April 2025 reading. Clearing the space there. Well, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Welcome if you've never been here before. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like button. You know, that's what I do with my YouTube or other videos. I like them and then I know I watched them. So if I see something like, oh, have I watched that? All I gotta do is look for a like button and then I know. Practice chakra healing. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Do you know how to do that? Uh-oh. Guess you gotta learn. Practice chakra healing. Okie doke. Let's see what the shamanic healing deck has for you. Readings have been very interesting for April. A lot of things are going on. Masculine energy. So here we are doing, last time this showed up, that was a lot of wands in the reading, so we'll see what this means. That's your, almost your active merchant face, Your public persona, I want to say. As far as chakra healing, I used to run colors through my chakras and it was very effective. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract for yourself and others. That's the Bitcoin life. That is the epitome of living a Bitcoin life. So I guess it's time to live that Bitcoin life. September Bitcoiners. Time to step into that new role and live that Bitcoin life. What is it you've been holding off? Well, don't hold off. Go toward it. Become that Bitcoin life that you've worked toward. It's time. Okay, bird, freedom, opportunity. Yeah, when you relieve yourself from all of the restrictions and restraints, you will become free and you will understand living in a different way. Bird. I can't say I've ever read the bird card. All these new cards are coming up for April. All kinds of new energy. New energy. Because it's a new time. As symbols of freedom on many cultures, birds tell us that we too can soar. Conversely, many bird species are tied to a food source or in a specific region, so they are completely interconnected with local land and its energies. Finding a balance between these two extremes can be challenging. Migration is another challenge. There is an element of sacrifice involved in leaving the known and familiar and trusting in your intuition to get to where you need to be. The bird card also tells you that a new opportunity is close by. Lift your head past your current focus and look around for it. A bird's eye view may reveal something you might otherwise have never known about. New opportunities are on the horizon. Have you been struggling to change your mindset and learn something new? Well, yes, but not struggling. But yes, learning new things. Okay. So, have you been struggling? There is nothing to do, nothing to force, nothing to want, and everything happens by itself. Yeah, chop wood, carry water. September Bitcoiners. I think we know that pretty well. Chop wood, carry water. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so let's see what the tarot portion can reveal to you. September Bitcoiners. I like these cards. They are powerful and direct, so get ready for a powerful and direct message, because boy, they've been delivering. Okay. Clear the space. Put the corner. And how are we showing up? September 10. 10. So we're coming to the conclusion of something. All of these actions are leading up to something. And it's time for a new journey. It's time to be different, and it's time to start over. That's the challenge. Can you get past this 10 in order to start over? Yeah, King of Cups. You're mature, emotionally mature, and you have the ability of mastery. You can do this. You can get through this emotionally. Starting a new journey, ending an old situation. And here you are, showing up as the Hanged Man. A very September-y energy. And 2 major arcanas here, and a king. So, yeah, here we are being, thinking about things, mulling over the situation. So is that what we want to do? You're in your heart here, and you're emotionally mature. You've just finished doing something physically with wands, and now here you are in the Hanged Man in your head, sort of working through the details, but you're going toward the Lovers. So new business adventures, new relationships, new cooperative partnerships, and Queen of Swords. So the skill set you have is that you know the truth about some things. You're very wise and knowledgeable. Okay, and yeah, you see yourself in conflict right now. You see yourself as not getting the cooperation that you had hoped you would. There are rules and structures still out there that are perhaps restricting you. Maybe learn to play by the rules. And the High Priestess sees past illusion. So are you seeing past the illusion? Are you seeing all you could see? So let's recap here. You start out as, finishing something. You've worked really hard and you've done many deeds, and now you're completing something. You're completing that task. It's over. And now you're going to reap the benefit of the experience and the knowledge of having finished. But there may be other benefits. You're in your heart about it and you're really happy and emotionally mature. You finished this, and it's led you to be this person of quality. You're ready to start a new journey, though. You're saying, I'm ready for this, I can do this. You've thought about it, and you're still thinking about it. And you want enlightenment so that you can move forward. Offers are being made, and people are showing up to work with you in little ways, and maybe later bigger ways. But let's take baby steps until we can learn how to be this different thing. And with help. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is knowledgeable, so she has wisdom. Having been through all these things and having experienced all of these experiences brings one wisdom. If each of these things becomes a lesson, you learn. And maybe you're saying, okay, I'm done with all the doing, and I'm done with the fighting. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're still fighting. But there are structures in place that perhaps you could benefit from if you would cooperate with them. The High Priestess sees beyond the illusion, but be sure you are seeing your own illusions, self-imposed illusions. And find balance. Find balance in it all. It's going to get choppy, things are going to get weird, but you have the knowledge and the mastery to get through it. And, find the balance that you need. Don't let one thing overcome another. Okay, well, let's see if the Lenormand can add anything to the reading. Give us some more information. I have to say that this brings me a little hesitation because I know there are people coming in to support you. Um, However, I'm a little concerned because, past cycles have been that they come in and then they don't cause support, they cause conflict. So, I don't know, maybe you're fighting your way out, fighting with yourself, fighting old demons. I don't know, you're in conflict about something. We should get some clarity on the conflict. Choices and movement. You're trying to move forward. Well, it came out like this. So you're trying to move forward, but you've made the choices. There are no choices. You're trying to move forward, and there are no choices. You have to go a certain way, I guess. I think that too is upside down. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it might not be. So you have choices to make, and the chariot is movement. You want movement, and there's choices you have to make. That's why you're in conflict. It's mental conflict. That's why you're here. Because it's mental conflict. You're fighting with yourself about what you're going to do next. Okay, anyway, let's see what the Lenormand can add. Enlightenment. Yeah, well, illumination, seeing, warmth, restoration. Don't be so conditioned to repeat the same bad cycles that you do it automatically and you don't know how else to do anything else. Don't self-sabotage. The snake. Maybe you are the snake. Move silently and don't let anyone see what your plans are. The key. That's the key. Is to avoid the snakes, you have to be a snake. To avoid the snakes, you have to move silently and don't let them know where you're going next, and surprise them with your ability to move. I was thinking about that because everybody gets mad at snakes for being so quiet and, moving so silently, and yet they look at us and go, how come you're all loud and clunky? Like, stop being so loud and clunky. I have this great skill, why aren't you like me? You're all loud and clunky. And I'm thinking the snakes are going, it's not my fault. I have this skill. I was born this way. I'm going to use my skills, so get up my back about it. Literally. Okay, anyway, Jupiter, abundance. Yeah, maybe it's time. It's time. It's time for you to realize lots of good things. Abundance. Let's see. What page? 23. Okay, so Jupiter symbolizes how we expand our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Sagittarius and Pisces, is a huge gas giant, 2.5 times the volume of all the other planets put together. It takes 12 years to circle the zodiac, spending roughly 1 year in each sign, named for the ruler of all the gods and surrounded by 79 known moons. Jupiter never does anything in small proportions. Wow. Think bigger. This scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think, the whole realm. Bring in contributions from all around. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism. Get the word out through generosity. Give abundantly, and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication, and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient, not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch. that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd-beloved introverts. Notice where you might overwhelm the people you love and give them room for their more subtle style. If you are the one being so overwhelmed, appreciate your own value, expand in ways that work for you, and let the person with Jupiter energy do their own thing. The challenge: Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. Give and you shall receive. Jupiter calls you to expand your worldview, so reach out and feel at one with the whole universe. Wow. Expand. Get big. Take in a deep breath. Wow. Think bigger, beyond what you're already thinking. Much bigger. Fighting with yourself. Okay, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Well, we've got new moon in Pisces twice. Now we got the full moon in Pisces. Everything's in Pisces. Everything is watery. Okay, let's see. New moon, full moon. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay more attention to make concerted effort to move toward your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. You're in a super romantic but not a super realistic state. Follow your intuition, it won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, and whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders, so feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. Yeah, it seems like the conflict is within you. You have to decide what you want to do and where you want to go and how you want to be. And it's all different. So you're sort of in conflict with making decisions. Just make a decision. If it's wrong, you'll know. If it's right, you'll know. Just make a decision. You can always course correct. That's what this is all about. Make a decision and course correct. Expand your energies. Okay, let's see. What animal is going to give us a good summary? Ooh, firefly. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, and the Bitcoin miner just fired up. Firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. Seize the opportunity. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? Writes, creates, brainstorms. Perfect for you, September Bitcoiners, because you do all those things. Brainstorm. Okay, great reading. I have to take a lot of this to heart myself. This move like a snake, though. Beware that other people are also doing it, but move like a snake. Learn how to be silent. Don't keep blaming the snake. But yeah, there's internal conflict here, and there are rules that you can work through and work with and still achieve what you want. You're seeing things. Don't worry that you're not seeing things. Well, you're not seeing things you don't know yet, but you'll learn, because you can balance. You have emotional stability now, and that's really the key to everything. That's your emotional stability, and it's a new journey, and it's a whole new world. Anyway, if you liked it, hit the like button, please. Like I said, that's how I decide how if I've watched something already. And you can share it if you know other September Bitcoiners. Also, hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when I upload new content, and then you'll get the readings. Also on Rumble, there's star sign readings, and this is the monthly readings, so you can see how they match up or add to one another. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you around.